The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Welcome back, my dear children. So how are you all? Are you all waking up early? Early to bed and early to rise is the healthy habit of a good child. You are all good children of Gurukulam, right? So make it a point that you get up early and get involved in some sort of physical activities. Okay? So last week we were discussing about how to keep diseases at bay. We were discussing about the innate ability of different people, right? Yes, we can see among ourselves, like some of you get cold, fever very frequently, whereas some others, they get only once in a year maybe cold or fever, right? Why is that variation? How does that happen? It is due to the difference in the immunity power or the innate ability of each individual. Okay, so how to improve this innate ability or this immunity power? How to improve this? You should improve this either by the right amount of food, okay, the balanced diet, equal amount of right proportion of carbohydrates, proteins, fat and all sorts of nutrients. When you take it in the correct amount, correct intervals, you will get good immunity. Or else, what should you do? You should take vaccines. I hope this word is very familiar to you now, right? We are on the verge of reaching the vaccines for coronavirus, isn't it? So these vaccines are there. Okay, these vaccines help us to get rid of all sorts of diseases. And when do we take these vaccines? For that, we have an immunity card right from the time of birth of a child. When a newborn comes out to this world, the child gets an immunity card which is given by the health department. What does that immunity card contain? Well, I have scheduled an immunity card here, some portion of the card. Okay, shall we see to that? The first vaccine is BCG and it helps us from the disease called tuberculosis. Okay, so what time you will get that vaccine? At the time of birth, you will get this vaccine, that is BCG. Every child will get this BCG vaccine immediately after birth. Okay, so the second one is hepatitis B. It gets rid of hepatitis B diseases and it is also given during the time of birth. The third one is polio virus. Okay, and it gets rid of the disease called polio and it is also given during the time of birth. The fourth one is DTB. It prevents diseases like diphtheria, tetanus and pertussis. Okay, and what time it is given? When the baby is 6 weeks old, it is given this vaccine. Okay, likewise HIV. It prevents disease, that is bacterial infections, and it is also given during the 6th week. Likewise PCV, it helps us from, gets rid of pneumonia and that is also given during the 6th week. Like that, you can see different vaccines given during different periods of time, intervals. Okay, so you get vaccines right from the time of birth to 14 years. So you are getting vaccines in frequent intervals to get yourself rid of various diseases. Apart from this is called as artificial immunity. What is the term? Artificially, you are boosting up the immunity of your body through vaccines. Okay, so you can check with your parents. There is my health card. Ask your parents, verify whether you are getting all these vaccines correctly. Will you do that, children? So children, providing artificial immunity is very common these days. Every child is being given vaccines right from the time of birth till the age of 14 years, which you can verify with your parents. Often you would have accompanied your parents to give these vaccines, isn't it? I hope some of you would have seen it directly. And these vaccines need not be injections alone. They can be given orally also. I hope you would have heard of polio drops, isn't it? It is given orally for small newborn babies, isn't it? So, vaccines need not be injections alone. They can be given orally also. So, these vaccines provide the artificial immunity that is required for our body system to keep ourselves free of all sorts of diseases. Okay? Now, how else can we keep ourselves rid of some diseases which are going to affect our body, or how can we keep diseases at bay? We can be free of diseases by maintaining personal hygiene. What is personal hygiene? Hygiene means clean, very clean. And what is personal hygiene? Keeping yourself clean is called as personal hygiene. How do you maintain personal hygiene? We will see you a picture which is given in your textbook. Okay? I wash my hands before and after food. So children, don't you wash your hands before and after consuming food? Yes. Before consuming, you have to wash your hands because all sorts of dirts will be accumulated in your hands. That is why we clean our hands. After food also, we have to clean it thoroughly. Okay? I cut nails once a week. Do you cut your nails once in a week? Yes, our school insists that. Or else what happens? All sorts of dirts will get accumulated in between nails. Okay? In the kitchen, I help my mother to keep the food covered. It's very important. The food, after being cooked, it has to be kept covered. Or else what happens? Flies and mosquitoes will come and sit on the food which is prepared, and that food is going to be consumed by you. So it might lead to some sorts of diseases. So it has to be covered, and you should help your parents for that. Okay? I go to bed at night only after brushing my teeth. So it's a good habit, personal hygiene. Okay? After dinner, you have to brush your teeth, or else what happens? The food particles might get accumulated in between the gaps in the teeth, and it might lead to bacterial infections. Okay? So, I never wear dirty clothes. Children, do you like to wear dirty clothes? No. You all like to wear fresh clothes, isn't it? What happens when we wear dirty clothes? Yes, all sorts of dirt is accumulated there. It might lead to bacterial infections. I never eat uncovered food sold in the street. Yes, these days we can see street vendors with fried items, right? So it is not safe to consume all sorts of food because lots of dirt, dust and bacteria, invisible microorganisms may come and sit on that. So it is not advisable to have such foods, okay? I wash my hand with soap after going to the toilet. It is a must. After coming from toilet, after using toiletries, you have to come back and wash your hands thoroughly, okay? So, I never eat fruits without washing them properly. So, fruits is a must in your diet, okay? So, these days fruits are covered with some sort of wax, chemical wax to give them a glossy appearance. So, it has to be washed thoroughly either in salt water or water mixed with vinegar, okay? So, after cleaning the fruits thoroughly, you have to consume it, okay? So, these are some of the personal hygienic habits which you have to maintain in your life. Why? To get rid of all sorts of diseases, okay? So, is personal hygiene alone enough? You are maintaining personal hygiene. Suppose the boy sitting next to you in your class, boy or girl, he is not maintaining personal hygiene. So what happens? Whatever efforts you have taken is wasted. right? So social hygiene is also equally important. There should be awareness should be created so that this personal hygiene is followed by everybody. So it is not enough if you keep yourself and your house premises clean. It is also important that your area is clean. Often we witness the dumps and litters being thrown away, isn't it? Scattered away in the border area of ponds and lakes, isn't it? Nearby the lakes and ponds we throw it. So is it right? So that area itself is completely contaminated, isn't it? So this has to be avoided. We have to coordinate with the panchayat, village panchayat, and ask them to keep a dustbin or litter can where we can go and dump all the litters into that. And it has to be, we have to see to that it is cleaned every day, that somebody from panchayat, village panchayat comes and cleans it every day. So some sort of coordination should be there between the members of the colony and the village panchayat. Or else what happens? All the litters will be thrown near the lakes and ponds and the area itself gets completely contaminated. So personal hygiene alone is not enough. Social hygiene also has to be maintained. Likewise, when we take bath in ponds, see to that we don't pollute the water. Cattle, lorry, trucks are all being cleaned these days in ponds, which leads to pollution of water. So the pond itself is completely contaminated, isn't it? So see to that, so the social hygiene is maintained in your area. Okay, so in order to prevent all sorts of diseases, what should you do? You have to observe dry day, you have to maintain good sanitation should be there, you have to maintain personal hygiene, you have to maintain social hygiene, vaccines should be taken at right times and right frequent intervals, isn't it? So if you follow all this, we can keep all diseases at bay. So children, I have completed the chapter. Let's quickly move to let us assess. So the first question is, which of the following statements do you agree to? A. All microorganisms do not cause diseases. Is it right? Yes, put a tick over there because there are beneficial and non-beneficial microorganisms. What is beneficial? Good microorganisms. Which are they? We have discussed. Milk changing into curd. It is done by a good microorganism. Likewise, idli batter is getting fermented. It is done by a good microorganism. How do we get breads? It is being fermented by yeast, which is a microorganism. So there are good microorganisms as well as bad microorganisms. Okay. So B. All diseases can be kept at bay by keeping personal hygiene. If you maintain personal hygiene alone, can you keep diseases at bay? No, it's not possible. Social hygiene has to be maintained and moreover, vaccines have to be taken to get artificial immunity for your body, right? So all this has to be followed. Okay, so you put a cross over there. C. By observing dry day once a week, we can prevent to a certain extent diseases caused by mosquitoes. So put a right over there, tick over there, because when you observe dry day, what happens? We are stopping the breeding or multiplication of mosquitoes. Thereby we can control the mosquitoes, population of mosquitoes to a maximum extent, and we can reduce the spread of diseases caused by mosquitoes. Okay, so put a tick over there. D. All vaccines are injected. Is it right? Are all vaccinations injections? No need, not necessary, isn't it? So some vaccines are given orally also. So put a cross over there. Question 2, 3, 4 and 5. All this will be sent through WhatsApp. Okay. So that's all children. I am winding up here. Take care. Bye bye.